In this episode, we're going to teach you about Rastafari. Rastafari is not a religion, it's a way of life, my way of life. I'm going to take you to Rasta village of Montego Bay, where I'll introduce you to Micah, who's going to give us a special tour of his community. Then, we'll discuss legacy and principles with Junior Reid. And to pursue my quest of linking Rasta in reggae, I can't speak about Rasta without talking about the biggest gift Jamaica's given to the world, reggae music. I'll take you to Kingston on Orange Street, the Hollywood Boulevard of reggae. I'll introduce you to legendary Big Youth. We'll discuss the birth of the movement and its revival.
I'm living for the young and the old, the blind and the deaf and the dumb, as you know.
My name is Rohan Marley. I was born in Jamaica, but I've lived most of my life in America. The truth is, the moment you step foot in Jamaica, man, there's something special about this place. The food, the people, the culture. A taste of Marley is a journey around Jamaica. I'll make you discover the spirit and the beauty of my country. Yo, Rohan Marley. Yeah, yeah, man. Live and direct. Tough Gang original, Tough Gang studio. Hardcore. See? Big up yourself, G-Hawk. Live and direct. See? Rastafari. Good. You like that?
Yeah, man, it's up, man.
See it? Okay, now that I've shown you around Tough Gang and how to make a dub plate with G-Hawk and Yardcore, next step is the record shop and the DJ. This is Orange Street. In the 60s and the 70s, this place was the headquarters of reggae. All the roots reggae artists have a special bond to this place. Everything is just for a while. Even my father started the original Tough Gang on this street. I'm taking you to a record shop, the last reggae vestige on the street. Rockers International. Gangites. Yeah, this is the greater youth. Some say big youth, some say Jayut, but this is the greater youth. I.
And I say Rohan.
Rohan.
Rohan Marley.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
It's a long time. I like to say brother. I like to say uncle, but mostly I love to say his father, you know?
Yeah.
Because from that time until now.
As a gangite.
As a gangite.
Aye. Yeah.
Hanley Augustus Buchanan, a.k.a. Big Youth, a reggae artist and a DJ pioneer. His first album, Screaming Target, produced by Gussie Clark and released in 1973, was an instant classic. Big Youth vocal skills, along with his inimitable style and love for music, made him a true reggae legend. The gang now, when we say we're gangites, the gang is a sound. Such as our father, he's Tough Gang, but he's also a gangite. The gang is a sound that resonates within oneself. So when you get that gangness, that resonance, right, you carry on that positive vibration. Vibration travels. Vibration just don't stay with you. It's not one gang, no.
It's not a bang, it's a gong.
It's a gong. It's not a bang, it's a gong.
Gong. Yes, to get that carries togetherness.
Always.
Oh, what a pleasure it is to be here with Rohan this morning. You know Rohan from him born. All right? And Marley, his daddy used to have a shop right up the street, just a block over. Then Tough Gang was 2 blocks around. Yeah? And Beeston Street. No matter what guy on the street, one of them. Yo, you're late. If you're coming in,
what is
come
this?
in.
It's
Him are the boss. Him run Rockers.
Mitchie, but you look young on me, though, Mitchie.
I have to keep it up, man.
Mitchie, tell us about this place, man.
Here, Pablo shop. You don't know as a Jayut say. Augustus Pablo. That shop has started from about 1976, 77.
Big up. Augustus Pablo was a roots reggae artist and one of the biggest dub producers. He founded Rockers International, a label and a record shop named after his brother's sound system.
It's the next one just thing now, cause them run most people out of the business, you know. You understand? And through all the hurricanes and storms and weather, Rockers still here. Sometimes I wonder how they do it, but they are doing it, brother.
And Big Youth is still here too. I want to know how was the vibe on Orange Street back then?
Beat Street, oh, sweet beat, shaking up Orange Street, oh, sweet beat. Prince Buster, his creation right there, that's his headquarters. Remember right around the corner is where man the upset of them was when they make all the stuff. Right in the next street. Bundy Lee, Beverly's was right there. So this Beach Street is the whole foundation of the whole of this music.
But let me tell you something. My grandfather, he had a carpentry shop, must be Job's Lane or Beeston Street or one of these down there. My mother father, but he went to a school down in Windward Road, close to there. So I used to have to take the bus. So all these places, as a youth, I used to take the bus and walk by the record shop there.
Yeah.
My father's record shop. I remember going in that as a youth. Am I speaking the truth?
Yeah, you're talking like it is.
Yeah, I speak.
Rohan.
You're talking like it is.
Like it is.
Hey, so the greatest thing, right? The reason we're forward in the place today, you know, I'm gonna move around the island, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just expressing myself about our culture and our beginnings and what is it that Jamaica is to I and I.
Yeah.
Big Youth puts the Rasta in reggae. He even has green, yellow, and red jewels inlaid in his teeth. Rastafari. First natty dreadlocks I am an ever see. Not even first, the first man. I never see with.
Oh, you know, some updated for come find your video.
Look at this. Get it close up. Anthony, get it close up on this.
Because Rastafari is not religion, you know. Because religion is division. Rastafari, the real Rasta is naturality. Like the tree where you see grow, as a Rasta grow. Righteousness exalt a nation and sin is a reproach to man.
Rastafari.
You see? Because a spiritual will get spiritual now, because Big Youth and Rohan Marley and the film crew and the rappers crew.
Rockers.
Yeah? Because we have a story where the story is so long that it have no beginning or no ending. We have to just pick up and deliver. Yeah. Because as it is written, so shall it be.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Aye.
Every man have a right to decide his own destiny. And watch this, we can't change destiny. You see, these powers that we great people give to these people, they make we come in like we wanted. But I don't care. I want it for righteousness. So what else? And togetherness.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Hopefulness.
And when Rohan Marley come and set it, because his father they done place it.
Yeah.
Because his foundation is on a holy mountain, you know. Sure.
Zion!
Clean hands. Only you have clean hands and pure heart can enter.
Yeah.
You know, I will talk a lot of things and I can talk a lot of things, you know, but sometimes it gets controversial because we are the roots.
Speak on, brother.
Because the music that stay away, you know.
Yeah.
The music that stay away, they never uplift the people them to a level. So we take Rastafari to them now. Jamaica was so brutalized and colonialized and oppressed. Yeah? Or down pressed. Because the amount of down pressure on the people and how them separate the people political and teach them to live. The people go through a struggle way. Suffering is a poor man's cry. And out of that suffering, it give the people them strength when you have a teacher, you know. Because where there is no vision, the people perish.
True.
Yeah? So, in every culture, throughout this generation, this 2.3 million people, they have a piece of every culture within this island.
True.
Yeah? Yes. Because we uprise from oppression. Watch your uprising. See him there.
My father wanted to uplift and free the people with music, and his will still resonates today with younger generations following his path, uprising in the inner cities.
We at the studio at 340 Records, you know? So we're just building music every day, try to stay positive, you know? Positiveness is what, you know, we live off each and every day, you know? Try to motivate each other, we try to rise because we know we are the black ones and what? We're strong, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we're strong, man.
Unity come first.
Yeah, man. So we try that every day, try to live in unity every day in Jamaica.
Unity is strength.
Right across the board, you know?
What really inspired you to make music still on a whole as ghetto youth in the garrison, Jamaica, JA. Don't know, 340 Records. Music is life, so regardless of the violence or the inspiration we may get, regardless of the result, our inspire in the inner city. You know what I mean? So just hit the music, hit the boat, hit the studio, music does create of a life living. You know what I mean? The pain, the love, the depression. You know what I mean? Everything. Music is life. So just bring
System,
it to the
government
world.
system, everything,
Everything
you know?
big.
It's a whole vibrational pull,
Know what I
man.
mean?
No matter what, means a whole vibrational pull. I watch you know, music help you for free your mind as well to keep that day. It make you release with the inside of it and make everybody can know what they in our mind.
That's why Bob Marley always live on, because Bob Marley say music hits, but you don't
Feel no pain.
All the money girl die, she gain all the money they ride, yeah. Let me chip in her way, cause that's the money done, she say she coaching us, yeah.
GR40 Records, Remrich, DJ Lava. The whole works, potential.
Coming up, more reggae with Big Youth. I'm on a quest to make you discover how Rasta and reggae are forever linked. We're on Orange Street, the birthplace of reggae, talking music with legendary Big Youth. When we're joined by another reggae artist, our brother Fantan Moja.
Close the door.
Yo.
Singing glory to God in the highest. Rastafari.
This is the only friend of my father that I've come to Jamaica that I know on this journey that really love Gong youths. His brethren, my father, our father, he stepped away when I was 9 years old. I am 45 today, and here I am, Orange Street. This is where the sound, the origin, where you come to feed, as we are here in Rockers. This place here is where reggae like, check, right on this block. So if you know your music, if you know the history of reggae music, here we are with Jayut. Hey, what is this? This is Bunga Erman, the Don percussionist on the island. Bunga grew up in Trenchtown with my dad. He was one of the drummers that performed with His Majesty visited Kingston in 1966. Oh, you see me? Why are you passing here? Why are you passing down here?
I got on your dad here. Give thanks, yeah? All right, Bongo.
Erman, go ahead, Bunga. You want me, This is
Prince Buster. Ain't none of them, just that one, cause techniques closed down. So just Pablo that really keep the thing jiggy and keep it going, like.
Prince Buster is foundation. Born here in Orange Street, he is one of the pioneers of ska and reggae, shaping Jamaican music forever. Up to this day, his records still draw the youths to reconnect with the roots of music.
I really have a preference for like vintage 1970s roots reggae. Anytime I can find them, the music them, I play them, you know, cause I even have a radio show in Florida now and I like them extended version, roots, dub sound where we can have a meditation over and kind of share that vibration with people, you know.
Dutty Bookman is one of the founding figures of reggae revival.
Come from Kingston, Jamaica, Vineyard Town, born 1982. Come up in the dancehall period, you know, influenced as a youth by dancehall music and come up through life and realize, you know, at a certain point I came into a consciousness and I was working at the Bob Marley Museum, came across His Majesty's book and, you know, things changed from there, you know. Working at Bob Marley's, I discovered that there was a whole revolution going on during his time. I really like the revolutionary process and how people power make things work, you know what I mean? And to discover that reggae music was that before I was born. But we grew up in this culture and we don't even know. A lot of us don't even know today what is happening, you know? It just made me dig and, you know, listen to a lot of stories from people. At the same time, I was in the midst of a young crop coming up through an underground live scene. It was really important when we were coming up, like say 2009, going into 2010. That was when I started to notice that we were onto something, like we were reconnecting with that revolutionary spirit from back in the 70s, as I imagine it anyway. You know, I just expressed, you know, this is a revival, you know. I initially wanted to say it was a renaissance, but to me, the renaissance already happened, you know, the whole period of the 70s with Bob Marley and Dennis Brown and Jacob Miller. So anyway, it kind of just took off from there. The media started to catch on to this movement and recognize the name Reggae Revival. It took a life of its own from that point, you know.
My youth G-Arc is a perfect expression of reggae revival.
Bless up, you know, that you're speaking to me, the one called Black Boy G-Arc, you know that. I'm a proud youth. I'm proud to be who I am. I'm the son of Bobby Digital. So it speaks for itself.
His father, Bobby Digital, is one of the most influential reggae and dancehall producers of all time, leaving a massive rhythm collection for G-Arc to dig into.
Music is my art, music is my passion, music is my love. You know what I mean? So it's all the music alone I can give, and my love. A lot of old souls sung right here and in these walls, where I can just go and pick up a tape out of the catalog and run it off on the 24 track and create something from the past that didn't use or did use and get that new sound how I want it sound. So it's just one works and music is the works.
Follow my footsteps, if not follow it, I'm walking on it. Yeah? Me they do 1 and 2 music to sing to, you know. They do 1 and 2 DJ things. So, yeah, man, me never take it on seriously. Me they just do it as enjoyment.
If you love the vibes, use your right hand, clap your left hand, boy. Holy I am, slowly I jump. If you love the vibes, use your right hand, clap your left hand. This thing we'll be grooving all night. Let's all fiesta, we are all special.
Okay, that's shot everyone. Let's see what I'll go on.
A genetic thing that.
It's just the power of music at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Every youth, as them see them fathers as an artist, they want to be an artist too. It's only few would end up going to be a doctor or a lawyer.
It's a different vein, you know, a different era, a different balance, a different view of the thing. He might hear the music in his likeness and love to the level of where he want to put it. Marketing-wise, I have a different ears for that.
Holy I am, slowly I jump.
So you want it?
If you love the vibes, use your right hand, clap your left hand,
I feel good to see the young artists pushing our culture forward.
Aye, bro.
Go and check up our lightning club then. Aye, you.
Sample this, dada. Be a beetroot, carrot, turnip, coconut. I tell the lightning. Bring out the wow in you.
Lightning!
Alright, this is a
Spicy. Juicing is a part of our ITV Livity, and I know a real good juice man on the island. Viva.
People drink my juices, they change up. A lot of people say they change when they drink certain juices of mine. Because apparently it's natural. And when natural go into your body, you gotta change it.
Viva has been making juice for a long time. He learned to make juice back in the 60s from his good friend Alan Skillcole, a professional football player in Jamaica. My father and Alan shared a love for the game, and they became really close friends back in the 70s.
With the whole energy with the juice business now, I used to live down at Alan Cole Gates and thing. In them time in the 80s and thing. And Skill used to make juices for Bob, while I used to make juices for Alan in those days because Alan have to move fast every morning, going to early, going to play ball, going. Just make juices. Just make juice. When me have the time to make his juices, while he has the time to make Bob juices. So that was a circle, that's what's going on. Very good at that. Anything that you deal with naturality, it's make you change. From the day I start to drink juices, I'm a very changed person. Change is why make me feel younger, make me even look younger right now, because I'm looking at my 60 right around the corner. I born 1961. And I look so fresh because of the juices that I've been drinking. A lot of people want to know what I've been doing. This is the only thing I've been doing, eating good and making good juices and drinking and loving people, because it's loving you guys and others while I'm making juices right now. Because I love people, so I try to make good things for them.
Cut off them around the belt there. What them there? None of that. What them there?
Give him some, give him a touch of fight, man. We can't drink that on my phone, man, I drink that.
Those guys screaming target as I was telling you.
Orange Street is a blessed place, and we couldn't leave without some music. Survival. Play that tune, look here if it's good. No scratches. Where's the fountain? You didn't fuck with it.
Wake up and live. Wake up and live. Wake up and live. Wake up and live now. Wake up and live.
After the break, I'm taking you to the Rasta village of Mobe. Now that I've made you discover Rasta through Ashanti's history, it's time to go deeper in the culture and its foundation. To do so, let's forward to Montego River Gardens, 30 minutes from Montego Bay, to the Rastafari indigenous village where Micah Tafari, Micah the Great, Rastafari, one of the founding members, will give us a tour of our history and its community. As we step into the village with the boys, Micah invites us to the museum to speak about our history and further understand the link between Rastafari, Jamaica, and Africa.
Yes,
so when you hear the music, that's Naya Kum.
Yeah, that's Naya Kum
and Kumina. Yeah, original drumming from the ancients of the city of Jamaica. What's your name, party?
He says that you are all in the army.
Oh.
Yes.
Rastafari army.
Yes, man.
Ja army.
Yes, man.
Marcus Garvey.
Marcus Garvey.
Ras McCunnin.
Ras McCunnin.
And talk about the I who has never even stepped foot in Africa and how we can accept Africa as our birthplace, or we cite up Haile Selassie as our teacher, our father, our God, our king, you know? So it's important that ones know that, man. We don't have to really live in Ethiopia to say Ethiopia.
Yeah.
You know?
Because Africa is born in Iron.
Within, inborn thing.
Yes, sir. Spiritual DNA.
Rastafari. And the great.
Yes, man. Watch out now that you look for the great.
I'm about.
Yeah, see, they know.
Yeah, I'm close to this stage. I'm getting.
Check out that. Yes, man. Yes, man. All right, now, so this initiative started now from a group of families.
Right.
Yeah, where we were all living and working separately from each other.
Right.
And it's like we really look into ourselves because at a certain time we were feeling unfulfilled. You know, feeling like we wanted more.
Right.
You know? One of the things that we thought that we were missing was a sense of collective security. We were developing and building something that was for us and by us, and something that we could represent, you know, and something that we could use to represent ourselves as well, you know, and speak of ourselves, because in a lot of places in the world, a lot of books about Rastafari, a lot of documentaries, however, it is not our voice, you know, it is someone else's interpretation. So we created this space now to have our own voice.
Absolutely.
And to have our own interpretation that can host people and, you know, explain to them what it is that we're doing on Rastafari and the fullness and thing, you know what I mean? So that is the whole vibration of why it is that we are here, you know, and this is a part of our redemption too as well. Maybe 20 years ago, 30 years ago, you could come to Jamaica and say, oh, you're coming to some
Rasta village. I feel this positive vibration.
Yes, that wouldn't be there, you know? To be at this point now, where it is now that we could develop something like this, to speak our own words, you know, and change our words if we feel a mind, you know, because we said that yesterday, but what was right yesterday, today could be wrong.
Sure.
You know, so this allows us to be a living reality. Yes,
absolutely.
Because we can mold and design our destiny now, how it is that we want it to go.
And the best way to fulfill our destiny is to fully understand our roots. Starting in one of the first Rasta teachers, the Gong, Leonard Howell.
This is the vision of the Gong in our space.
Thank you, Marlon.
Now, Leonard Howell now is one of the first interpreters of Rastafari, you know, to come out with a clear philosophy of what Rastafari is.
After Marcus Garvey.
Yeah. So he started around in the early 1930s, yeah, and started to teach the people about His Majesty and the fact that His Majesty is the true and living king.
I'm sure that you've already noticed that we, Rastafari, use I instead of me to emphasize the subjectivity of each and every one. I and I totalize the oneness of Jah in every human. I and I means that the Most High dwell within us all and we are one people.
It was mainly about all the practices of what we call modern sustainability. Yes, and this was in the 1930s and 40s. They're planting their own food. They're not on the grid. They collect their water. They're selling their own produce to get money. They're building their own clothes. They're, creating a whole nation out of their living, and taking care of their own needs. So in this space, as I'm saying, it's about the redemption of all of those initiatives and all of those energies and all of those people that really had a vision of Rastafari and wanted to see this vision manifest. The fullness is that we see everyone as Rastafari, We see everyone as potentially Rastafari.
True.
It's just that they don't know it
Once
as
you
yet.
have love inside, is Rastafari.
Exactly.
Rastafari is really the God within oneself, you know what I mean? Really recognizing I and I as the living beings that have the right and the creation within oneself to make the change and be the change. So Rastafari is really owning one's dominion. So it's the Godhead this, right? That's what it really truly means.
Fullness, man.
So I'm down on the levels there. Check
Don't listen now, it's a river.
River? At least I gotta wash my face or something. Let's go check the river, bro. Wow, my brother. Talk about living, my G. I like to live like this. Yeah, man, let me go down a little bit more.
Yeah, man. We choose to live in the earth and even acclimatize ourselves to the environments that we're in. Learn about the trees, learn about the herbs, learn about the birds and the flora and the fauna, and how it is that we can find a way to create a symbiotic relationship out of this interaction. And this is why we choose to be here, We also look into the trinity of all things. We look at yesterday, and we look at today, and we look at tomorrow.
Sure.
This is about now too as well.
Absolutely.
The fact that honoring the ones who were here before us and the work that they have done, and the fact that we are here right now and we must secure the future for the ones who are to come.
You say but you don't really know in that way. But I journey now started as a youth, as gang youth, but I'm not going to go too far into that. Raised by Rastafari, the principles. Then from there now, leave Jamaica and go live in Miami with my grandmother, who is Rastafari. So she raised I and I about the principles of love and how to be caring and still holding that order of the truth, right? That's a youth, people telling me, and I went on to that and started playing football. So now while I'm playing football,
that is football.
American football, yes. So always getting my hair cut and thing and eating a little burger to put on the muscle, And then my second year now, I start saying to myself, when am I gonna say Rastafari, like, from a fullness, So I started asking myself. So I said, I come to Jamaica, check with my brothers, Ziggy and Steve, the leaders, because I was our father's step when I was 9 years old. It's my brothers who teach I and I. So when I return to UM now, I stop eat meat, stop eat this, stop eat that. I was one of the first guys to start really growing my hair, So I'm learning. I'm learning the journey. You look today, I pull my socks up and I write on one leg, Jah, then the other one, Rastafari. So the coach one day says to me, Rohan, Nike wants to know what's on your socks. Because all the other guys, they're right, God bless on their, God bless. So, he says, Nike wants to know, what are you writing on your socks? Oh, God bless.
Yeah,
so Rastafari. Same thing. So after that now, I went to Canada, right? So I'm playing the football and I'm reading my Bible every evening. I'm playing the football, it's a contact sport. So I find myself removing from the aggression and really taking on the principle of giving love and not through aggression, like destruction way of man, the bones and the livity, right? So I said, all right, remove myself from football. And the next step to my spiritual journey was to go back to Zion, to connect with Africa and our history. When I went to Ethiopia, right, and understand that the nature of man is not only through words, but through spirituality and the way we live. And that is kind of how I really got my groove. Rastafari is I and I, but yet still, it begins with the I.
Yes, sir.
It begins with oneself. So if oneself cannot find one's own foundation, and
no one can do that.
No one can.
A man or a woman or a
So
child.
no, and through Marley, which is my foundation, I follow that teaching because my father set the way, my brothers set the way. Coming up, the leaf of life. We are in the Rasta village of Mobe with Micah Tafari, one of the founding members, speaking about Rastafari, our roots and our history. After that, Mike will give I and I a tour of his land. Rastafari is a way of life. And as His Majesty say, you know, I and I should find balance. It's spiritual and a material balance. So not everyone who say Rastafari live in Jamaica, live next to a river.
Yeah.
You know, we have ones that say Rastafari live in the city,
Yeah.
Kingston City, Manhattan, like I, you know. We live amongst our universal brothers and sisters, and Rastafari is for each and every one. So it's not this way out thing where you have to live in the forest, no. But you have ones that live in the forest and they hold an order for the ones like I and I who can come in now and hold our meds and come to these places and remove ourselves from that type of way and still confine our brothers in the midst of the jungle as well as in the city. Exactly. So it's a brotherhood throughout universe. Yeah, iPhones included, cameras included, cars included, planes, palace, huts, rivers, ocean, the whole thing. Huh?
And the thing about it too as well is that Rastafari is not a cult. Yes?
No.
So we're not looking for more followers to say, hey, everyone has to come and be Rastafari. No, we're looking at people and their heart.
We are all about love. Now that we understand our history, it's time to learn more about the village livity. So tell me about this song. Leaf of life.
Leaf of life, yeah.
This is all natural.
Yeah, man, this is all natural. This is one of the greatest plants.
Leaf of life.
Yeah, man. ITV. Like just one leaf like this.
Yes.
If you put it anywhere at all, it will just start growing roots out of the leaf.
Okay.
And just start multiplying. So we also use this as a rooting agent too as well, you know, for plants that we're trying to root. Right. We make a serum out of this.
This is the leaf of life, a species of succulent herb growing widely on the island. This plant is an amazing remedy. It's either chewed, brewed as a tea, or applied on the body to cure, well, pretty much everything.
This now, big superstar, this. Endemic to Jamaica.
Yeah.
Search My Heart.
Search My Heart.
Yeah, man. Only found in Jamaica. Yeah? Powerful towards the heart. Make you only sing of one love. You know what I mean? Many rivers to cross. Yeah, man, but I the same way. Yeah. So this now make one of the toughest tea you can find anywhere.
Right, love it. Yeah, we grew up on these things. No, and this is what we call kaya, but I'm pretty sure you know its other name, marijuana. What strain is it?
So we were talking about that, you know, starting to explain some of the scientific parts of it and things too as well. We like that, you know, because we appreciate it. But at the same time, to also remember that it's just ideas.
Sure.
And next year or the year after, you might hear them say, oh, no, it wasn't that. We made a mistake. And then we just have to start over a while ago. Right. You know, so it's like we kind of get a more awareness now, you know, and more documenting our observances. A greater part of what we're doing now is to observe the plant's intelligence and how it is that it has the ability to acclimatize and adapt to the environment that it is in and make use of the material that is available to it and the best that it can do out of it
in any climate.
Exactly. And in terms of now how resistant it naturally is to bugs and pests and these kind of things. But this, you know, we see it a very good formation, grow big and strong. So out of a lot of them, this is one a winning one. Where we say now we're exposed to the elements, everything it not touch, we no water it no special way, not at all. We just get the ability now if we just go. And you have some are dead and you have to watch them to make sure say them dead because them will revive. When you think say dead, you see it come again.
The best way to seal up our tour is to sit down with our host and eat some goodies from the garden, and we're about to do just that. Ital is vital.
All right, so there's a steamed veg and it's done with carrots, seasonings. That's our ackee, and that's our national fruit.
Ackee has the consistency of scrambled eggs and grows everywhere on the island. When it's ripe, it turns from green to a bright red to a yellow-orange, and it splits open to reveal 3 large, shiny black seeds. Trust me, I love our ackee in the morning.
This is a breadfruit. It's roasted. This one is our cassava. The flour is used to make a cake, which is fried. That's the bami.
And this, my friends, it's a part of our culture, a true Jamaican delight. The bami is a flatbread and its tradition descends from the natives of our land. It's made from cassava or manioc, a long tuberous starchy root similar to yam. Bami can be either steamed or fried. I like mine fried. Compliments to the chef.
Bless.
Yes, man.
Aye, sir.
Everything is growing on the farm, brother?
Yeah, man.
If you're not on a farm, you can't go hungry.
Yeah, no, you're mad, man.
That's why everything is good.
Yeah, man.
Everything is good.
Everything is good. It's just about how you use it and
How
how you
you
flex
use-
our motion around it.
Like you said, application is key.
Yeah, man.
Is it being applied to sustain humanity, or it's just being applied for one's wealth? You know what I mean? I give thanks and praises to the fullness of this experience. The Rasta village is truly an amazing, inspiring place. So are Mike and his people. I'ma feel good that my father's vision perpetuates in the eyes of the younger generations. Jah bless. You have to love today.
Yeah, I
and we're looking forward to loving tomorrow. Rastafari, I love. See? Jah love. Mike, I told I that I cannot leave without meeting life.
Yeah. Iron, like a lion in Zion.
Aye.
Rohan.
Rastafari.
Come on.
So that full name?
Yeah, well, I name Valin Edley, the name that I get from my parents, birth name.
Yes.
But my real name,
Yes.
yeah, is Iron. I is the nigga, Iron.
Iron.
Yes, I.
Seen iron. I know long the eye treading now.
It's not all long, you know, it's all round. I know long start somewhere and pop up somewhere, you know. But round now, I have no beginning or no ending. Circular rotation.
It's all round.
Yes, I. The other day, I tell a one now, say, I don't really know. I only know of my presence.
Sure.
I don't know of my absence. So the only thing I know about is life. And that's what I speak about. So last year.
Truly.
Rastafari. Really,
When we return, we'll speak reggae and Rasta with Junior Reid. We started the day at Rockers International on Beat Street, speaking reggae with the legend himself, Big Youth. Then we discovered the Rasta village of Montego Bay, where Micah took us on a tour of his community and the Rastafari history. I'm taking you to Kingston, to the nexus of our reggae and Rasta quest, to Junior Reid's place. So which one? Irish mash and oats?
But a Magnum and peanut,
Irish mash.
Irish mash, oats and them things.
Oh, may I drink this then? I breathe that thing.
I breathe that thing.
All right, I shot this. Children.
So at what age you start music?
Well, I start music at 13, you know.
Wow.
In the street, you know.
Yeah.
And buck up in a U-Mondel. And my U-Mondel starts spiral. It starts from this one. So I say, then I use name Laxi Castell and it start, eh?
Junior Reid is a reggae and dancehall singer and producer. He's a real living legend. He released his first single, Speak the Truth, on Augustus Pablo's Rockers when he was only 13. He then became the singer of reggae band Black Uhuru, who won the first ever Grammy Award for Best Reggae Album. Junior has been shaping the music culture of Jamaica, making his music reach far beyond the limits of our island and reggae, inspiring generations and generations of new artists along the way. Highly blessed.
See me I say?
His Majesty, Lord.
Yeah.
Aye.
My lord.
Wow. Beautiful. Cool on fire.
Yeah.
What was that first record?
First record produced by U-Mondel was Speak the Truth.
Speak the Truth.
You know, and come out on Augustus Pablo label, Rockers label and thing, you know. And more time, you know, a man sing that song, you know, you never know where the song will go, you know. It's not about you, you know. And the song now tell you where it go, you know.
Right.
You just do your work right and it just go out there, you know what I mean?
Roast fish?
No, fry.
Fry and steam.
Travel. Then you go you first have to eat as well.
Eh? The hand is cooking on the, the hand is cooking on the eye, you know? Wait, the hand is cooking on the eye.
Then, cause that's why I have even have my son Jojo And them man represent a Juju. I'm named Junior Reid, you know, Juju Reid. Them youth represent just like how they represent the gang same way. You understand me? The future, because the youth of the future, you know. Teach them well and them lead the way, you know. You understand me? Because a child shall lead the way, you understand me? Never too old for learn, and never too young for learn. See me as a my lad, so it's a balance all the way just there as one. You understand me?
Yeah. Junior is bigger than music. He's a spiritual guide, teacher of principles and the ways of Rastafari. We talk about Rastafari. True life and true journey, right? My own self, my own journey, learning about life, the teachings of His Majesty, learning how to love each other, learning how to become one within oneself, you know? So your old man now, the great Junior Reid, I like Honorable Junior Reid to is the one I look up to. As a teacher, an inspirator, a leader, father, a head figure, king, all those vibes, you know? Because, you know, as I learned from myself, you look up to your elders, and not that your old man is that much older than I am, but still. So, you feel any pressure as a son to live up to certain thing?
No, man.
I. See?
I'm not feeling pressure.
Not feeling pressure.
No pressure.
It's an honor.
You're a greater father, greater son in my life.
Yeah, so
that means say the gang come great, you have to come greater, you know. So greater father, greater son, you know, never later son.
I know you're glad to see your
Yeah,
father,
so
right?
you can't hack it or nothing, you know, it's just an inbound concept, it's an inbound thing. It's a DNA, it's a bloodline.
We are still in Kingston with Junior Reid, talking RR, Rasta and reggae.
Rohan Marley. You know, it's a blessing, you know. Give thanks to that coming in, my lad.
One of his biggest hits, One Blood, is a perfect example of how the two R's are linked. And like today, you know, I'm in the shower and I'm singing to myself One Blood, you know. I said, Jano, the mystic, you know, you bawl, you cry, you beg, you pray, you do everything for others to see a light, you know, to see the oneness, you know. Messenger. It's like, I want to know why. Yeah. Yeah, because we know why, but like, some of the generation to know why too.
Well, you see, the reason why I write that song there still is because when we got through at the time, because at 80 election, and we come from a place called Waterhouse, and the whole place is under tension. When we check it out and check in America again, I find out say you have some youth, the Crips and the Bloods them, up there. And it's at the extension again. I say, no. You know, when I drive through the street in Kingston, because I'm a man where we just free. 87, yeah. The music alone, that free me still, you know, as a youth, because there was a time where the tension, how politicians set it, you couldn't go east, west, north, and south. And at the end of the day, it's a music not no friend, and music not no enemy. When you stand up for love and unity, and for unite people, it's a serious thing. Yeah. At the end of the day, the world, that the world wants, you know. But more time, it's not the world, you know, it's a fraternity.
Love is reggae and Rasta is unity, each feeding off of each other. And I is a togetherness. My father's dream to make the world a better place through love, peace, and unity, kept alive by amazing people of this journey. One love.
You coulda come from Rima or you come from jungle. Coulda come from Firehouse or you come from Tower Hill. One blood, one blood, one blood. You coulda come from Libya or you come from America. Coulda come from Europe or you come from Africa. One blood, one blood, one blood. You coulda be a Irishman or a Englishman. Coulda be a Mexican or a